so there's 6 of us here. All right, so we can get started. There might be some more people joining throughout, but we'll go ahead. So first, I'm Lauren, and I go by Thrift Goddess on Poshmark, and I'm from Ontario, so I would like to know where you guys are from.
I'm from London, Ontario.
Oh, hey, I'm from London too.
No way.
Yeah. I'm from Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Oh, nice.
I'm from Orlando, Florida.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Oh, must be
We got
nice.
some Florida people here. Now it's like, I was always joining the American ones, so now it's like the Americans are joining the Canadian ones. That's fun.
Yeah,
So
that's
cool.
awesome. Okay, so I just made up a rough list of some things that we can talk about. So first off, how long has everyone been reselling? For me, on Poshmark, I've been doing it since it came to Canada in May, but I have been doing reselling on like Facebook and eBay and whatnot since like I was in high school, which is probably like 5 years ago.
Well, I really just started in November, and I just started with my own stuff. Like, I was kind of needing some extra cash, and I was like, okay, I worked at Winners for 3.5 years. So to translate, it's like Marshalls. So I had a lot of clothes, like way more clothes than one human should ever own. Like, I was never going to wear that much clothing ever. So I started just selling my own stuff, and it wasn't until like January that when I started, like, I saw that, you know, it was actually going somewhere and I was making decent money, that I was like, okay, like, let's try going to a thrift store and seeing like if I can make a profit that way. And it's just been climbing ever since, so I'm really, really happy with it.
7 months ago in September, her story Thrift said, like, as a way to make some extra money, and then it just started taking off from there.
I started in October. Lauren, I actually saw, I think you were on a Value Village, you were tagged in a Value Village thing on Instagram.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I saw the Poshmark and I didn't know what it was. And then I looked at your page and I was like, this looks fun. So then I started going to Value Village and sourcing and doing a little bit of it.
Yeah, it's my favorite place to source by far.
Mm-hmm.
I've been reselling since end of last November. So November 2018. That was not last November, but anyway.
Last November.
Yeah, so a little, like almost, sorry, what?
I said it feels like last November,
Yeah.
so don't.
I know. So like almost a year and a half then.
That was great.
But I've sold stuff on Kijiji for like 10 years.
Great. Hey, Alex. So you just joined, and we were just talking about how long we've been reselling. And Alex is from Windsor, and I met Alex and Alinka I did a Posh list, and there's only 2 people. So there's 3 of us in total.
I wanted to come so bad, but then it just didn't work out.
Yeah, it was bad weather that day.
Bad weather, so we understand. But, you know, it was a fun little 3-person party, and we got to meet Alex, so that was good.
There's always...
Oh my god, Lenny was there too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Lenny.
I'm just gonna grab some water.
Sorry, Alex, I totally didn't hear if you said, like, how long you've been reselling or not. We kind of got off track there.
Ooh, girl, I don't think your audio's on.
Oh,
Oh, Lenny.
Oh yeah, she's muted. She just has to hit unmute.
Hey, girl.
Okay. Better?
I heard you say better, but
I heard that.
Yeah, it's just kind of like.
If the audio's bad, you can have everyone else mute themselves, and then it's better.
Is it?
Really, we could try that.
That worked. I was on a call on Wednesday, and I don't know if you can or not. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hi. The connection might just be bad.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of us on here, so.
Yeah, there's a lot of background noise too, because her son's like la, 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 in the background. Okay, so next question. I just want to know what everyone's like favorite part about Poshmark is. For me, I like how easy it is to use, like compared to the other selling platforms. Since I'm not in the States, I don't get to use like Mercury and Citizen or all the other platforms that they have. So like really we have eBay, Depop, Let Go, and Poshmark. And Poshmark's just like the simplest one to use.
Has anyone actually tried Depop? I think I've downloaded the app, but
I've sold one thing on it since June of 2019.
Okay.
So, and I have like quite a fair bit listed, so it's like not that great.
It's like Poshmark. You have to be like uploading daily and like sharing. Well, not sharing, but like the equivalent of sharing. Like editing it's like edit next list basically. I'll just quickly add my thing. I love the ease of the shipping.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I've done eBay, I've done Depop, and, like, to be able to just put it in a box, slap the label on, send it off, or put it in a poly mailer, like, you can't beat that.
I think that's my favorite part too, is like the ease of shipping. I get majority of my sales on eBay, and I'm working to try and build up my Poshmark, and I actually find it like a breath of fresh air when I get a Poshmark order, because then I don't have to worry about shipping. I just throw it in a poly bag and it's just out the door, like you said.
Yeah, I've actually had to cancel like I think 2 or 3 orders from eBay because the shipping is just so insane. Like the one time I sold a t-shirt for like $17 and they wanted $18 to ship it, and I'm like, I would be losing money to send this. So that's the part that gets me about eBay. The shipping's kind of all over the place.
I like being able to actually, like when I'm at the thrift store, I used to always just go for myself, but now I can get all sizes, and it's more fun to be able to pick out the awesome stuff that wouldn't fit me, but I can sell to other people.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a little bit weary about eBay. I've just heard a lot of weird things about it, including like the whole shipping fiasco, but also just like a lot of scammers and stuff. So I haven't personally had the courage to even start. Like I opened an eBay account, but I haven't even started listing anything on there, and I don't even know if I ever will. Maybe in the future, but not right now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I've gotten so many scammers. Like they're like, I want to pay as soon as possible. Please text me. And it's always like the same phone number for like 4 different accounts. And I'm like, can you not?
Yep. Well, that's when you know. You're like, no, I haven't had that many scammers. I think I had 2, and you kind of just know, like when you get like an offer that's above what you listed your product at, like you're like, okay, scam. And then when someone's asking you to message them off the platform, it's like red flag. But it's super easy if you guys like, because you guys are already listing on multiple platforms, I'm assuming, so you can just copy and paste it into eBay. It has a lot more viewers, a lot more eyes than Poshmark does, and then it's a little bit more organic for sales than Poshmark, because as long as you're listing, your stuff is getting bumped up, where Poshmark, you just constantly have to reshare your stuff and other people's stuff, and it's time consuming.
Did everyone answer that one? I'm like, oh, hey, Sam.
Yep, trying not to, yeah. Like, can you not? Like, please.
Yeah, I made my boyfriend stay in the basement. I'm like, go away. I'm doing work stuff.
I have a sleeping baby that I'm trying to keep asleep right now.
So cute. I love it. Yeah, we got a lot of Posh moms. Like, that's what I've wondered too. Like, how do you guys balance all of that? Like, I'm finding it hard enough just not even being a mom, balancing my stuff.
Well, I started when I was pregnant is when I started poshing, because I was like, I might want not something to do on maternity leave, because obviously I'm busy, but something like when I have a bit of time to make a little extra money. Oh, he's like, I shouldn't have lifted him up. Hi, buddy. But I just find I took probably a couple months where I wasn't really doing much at all. I didn't list anything because he was just brand new. He was born in January. But now I'm getting a little more into it, and I find it really slow right now, and I don't know if it's maybe, hey buddy, I don't know if it's maybe because I haven't put as much time into it, but if I was a full-time reseller, I think it'd be hard. I know there's one girl I follow on Instagram, from the States that's like 3 or 4 kids. Like that would be a lot. So he's not that difficult yet because he's so little, but
Yeah, just do all
finding
your
a
stuff
little time
during
each
nap
day.
time.
Yeah. Yep.
Alex, we know you have little Lenny. How do you find it with him? Okay. So.
I think she's just gonna be messaging in the chat since her audio doesn't
right.
work.
I was like waiting. No, I'm muted. Yeah, I was like waiting, and I'm like, oh wait, she's typing.
Good job for breastfeeding.
If you can hear me.
Thank you. It's like a full-time job.
Well, I mean, when we were chatting with Alex, she was really excited to come to our Posh list because she's like, oh my god, I get to actually list something. And I remember she's like it takes me forever to even take photos of one item and get them up. And then we actually got to witness that. She was here with Lenny, and we're like,
can you have that?
I can understand now why you struggle.
Okay, so I know that obviously everyone's aware of what's going on right now with the virus outbreak. So I'm just wondering if you guys have made any significant changes to how you do your Poshmark because of that. For me, my biggest one is I've switched. I used to ship 5 days a week, but now I only do Mondays and Fridays. And it actually screwed me over this week because I forgot that it was Easter. So I actually, my post office was closed on Friday, and I'm like, I have orders from Tuesday, and it's going to be like a week before they ship. But I actually drove like 15 minutes to Shoppers Drug Mart post office and was able to ship them there. So I was like, whew, don't want people getting upset having to wait like over a week for their orders.
Yeah, I find that my shipping time is really suffering right now because of all of this. So, I mean, like I try not to go as often as I used to. Like I used to go, once a day pretty much. I would try to go, and now I'm like going every 3-4 days, and I'm getting the messages from Poshmark like, hey, like, did you want to maybe ship your package because your package is waiting? And I'm like, yeah, but I really don't want to go to the post office as often as I do. So I even saw like my 1.4 shipping day has gone up to like 1.6, but it's fine. We'll work on it. We'll get back down.
Yeah, it's fine. Like they give us 10 days now, so it's nice. So we have a new member. We have Lissy, and she works for Poshmark. Hi.
Hi guys, how's it going?
It's good.
Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Our team is kind of filtering through all the Canadian Posh and copies this morning just to say hi, introduce ourselves. So I think Maria and Jess might be trying to get in as well. But just wanted to introduce myself if I haven't had a chance to meet you over the phone or email. I'm Poshmark Canada's Community Development Manager. So thank you for being part of our amazing community. Are you guys all from Ontario? Or where are you from?
Kind of all over. Like we got like I think 4 from Ontario. Hey.
Amazing.
We got Florida.
Oh, sweet.
From Florida, yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing. Hi guys, I'm Maria.
Hi.
I'm Jessica. Hi.
It's nice to meet you.
We just wanted to quickly pop in and say hi to you guys. How's your morning going?
It's good. We're getting through a lot of topics, kind of getting to know everyone and whatnot.
Amazing. Wonderful. We don't want to take up too much of your time, but we wanted to quickly pop in and say hi and introduce ourselves and hopefully grab a photo, if that's okay, that we could
Yeah, I'm actually doing a screen recording of this, and I'm going to be putting it on my YouTube channel.
Awesome. So I'm going to grab a quick picture for our social team, and then, all right, hold on, let me have the coffee. We can hold in our coffee. Right. Cheers, everyone. 1, 2, 3.
Hold on.
Awesome.
Wait, I kind of want to take one
So
on my
nice
phone.
to see you all. You ready?
Okay.
One more?
Yeah.
Love it. Second take.
It's going to be very horrible quality.
I love your mug, Lauren.
Yeah, it's so cute. We can share it with you.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
We'll send it over.
Perfect. Thank you. Well, thanks for
Nice
popping
to meet
in,
you guys.
guys.
Yeah.
Nice to
Have
meet
a
you
fun
guys.
Posh and coffee. Hopefully meet you guys soon.
Mhm.
Hi guys. Have a good
Bye.
day.
I'm actually not even drinking coffee. This is tea, so don't tell anyone. All right.
I have my headphones in. Can we hear me now?
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yay. Alex is in the conversation.
Okay, to backtrack, I'm originally from Ottawa, and I used to dumpster dive and put that stuff up on eBay, and then that turned into nothing for a while. eBay was great, and went to college. Life gets busy, and then I waited for Poshmark to come to Canada, and I guess it finally did. I was a little late jumping on that train. I only found it in November. And then how do I manage with a kid? I started 6 months ago, so he was only a year when I started, and I'm not sure how I did it. I think I was just really into getting people items that I didn't pay much for. And I love the thrill of wrapping them up and making my individual notes. And my son wasn't walking when I started, so my husband there, he would like help hold the tape and wrap the package with me. And then as things progress, I'm still breastfeeding too. My son's 17 months now. As things progressed, it's like you kind of start putting your family before your Poshmark, and things either sell every single day or they don't. I just don't put as much effort into it, and I guess that's just my choice. I like the community of it, and I still enjoy wrapping packages.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
I just mailed one out this morning. We've been up since 7:30. I wrapped up a package, walked to the post office, and came back. That's why I was 5 minutes late.
Yeah. So, with all the thrift stores being closed and whatnot, it might be difficult to go sourcing right now for new inventory. So I'm just wondering if you guys have any certain strategies that you use right now for sourcing. For me, what I did and what I know a lot of people have done, they posted on like Facebook Marketplace, Nextdoor, just a post asking for donations from people who are like cleaning out their closets right now and don't want their donations sitting in the house because like donation spots are closed right now. So I did that and I got a huge response from it. Like there were a few people who were like negative about it. They're like, so you want to take our free stuff and sell it? And then I would explain like, it's like this is my sole source of income.
Yes,
it's my
I do.
business.
Thank you.
Yeah. And like what I also do aside from just like selling the stuff, I repurpose it. Like sometimes I sew it into something new, and then whatever can't be sold, I donate it to a company that turns it into new clothes. So I actually got a huge response from that. Like probably, if I had to guess, probably about 50 bags, maybe more. So my car is full right now of stuff I have to go through. So that was really great. Didn't have to go out and shop for anything. People just did porch drop-off, so there was no contact. So that's the way that I've been getting inventory. Oh, we're frozen.
Why don't you just give it to me? Like, I'll even pay you $20 for it. Like, I don't.
That's what I was going to say, too, with, like, the people being nasty. I had actually did the same thing, and I kind of made a post, and I was like, if you're cleaning out your closets now, and if you're going to get rid of it anyway, I'll take it off of your hands. But for people who, knew that I was making money off of it, I told them, I said, hey, I will totally buy your donations off of you. But just so you know, I am looking to pay like garage sale prices. So as low as possible. So I'll take a bag from you, but just know you're going to get like $10 for it. You were going to give it away for free anyway. So that's kind of how I I kind of put it, and people were actually a lot more receptive to it because I did have people like you say, like, oh, you're going to make money off of stuff I was going to give away for free, or, oh, I would rather give these to less fortunate people. And my response is, I understand that, but just so you know, like, I go to Goodwill too. So it's like, regardless, I'm going to get it. Like, so yeah, that's just kind of a good way to kind of put it in case people kind of have that negative backlash. And then the whole thing about spreading corona, well, I wash it in hot water anyway. So that's like,
I either wash, like, most of the time if I find that it needs a wash, I'll just throw it in and wash my stuff. Otherwise I'll just steam it. Like, steaming gets rid of all the germs.
They're gonna wash it when they get it anyway. Majority of people do. So yeah.
For me, I sourced on Facebook Marketplace this week. I was picking up some jeans, and I asked the lady, like, hey, do you have any dresses? And she actually had, like, a Aritzia dress that she sold me. Yeah, just ask around because people have nowhere to put any of this stuff. And I also made a post on Facebook Marketplace, like asking, like looking cash for clothes, looking for good quality stuff. And I got a huge garbage bag of stuff for $40. It was 46 items, and I think like 13 of them were new with tags. This girl was just gonna throw it all out, and I was just like, what? But when I went through it, I was just like if I had known that it was all that much new tags, I would have given her a little bit more. But
the camera goes on me and then she stops talking, so stop.
I gave her my number because she said, yeah, I clean out my closet like every 2 months, and I'm like, well, I'll pay you more money, but like, yeah, it was just a bit awkward, but she was happy, I was happy, but yeah, just ignore. I had someone who was really nasty and negative to me too, but you just have to, people have this weird, they're just ignorant about what actually happens in the thrift stores. They think they're donating their stuff to charity. It's going to a good cause. They feel good about it, and the decluttering is that just, all the decluttering content out there just kind of encourages that mentality, but then the reality is like 80% of stuff never makes it to the floor. So I think you just kind of got to get past, it's ridiculous. I won't go into it too much, but yeah, it's funny because like Goodwill's doing it for a profit, but yeah, people just want to think that they're doing something good for charity, and they don't want their clothes to be, even if you're paying them for them, they don't want you making money off of it. And I think there's an emotional attachment, because if people just want it out of their house, then they'll just be like, get it out, like, take it, please. But yeah, if someone's got that emotional attachment, then they're going to be difficult. So don't take it personally, but just ignore people like that.
Yeah. Has anyone here watched Nicole State? Yes, thank you. She created a post similar, and she had some backlash, and she said, don't make it weird. If I want to take other people's stuff. Negative comments, people are going to say it because you're either completely positive during this time or you're completely negative during this time. So I stocked up and I went shopping quite a bit. The girls and we went to the bins 2 months ago, and I don't know, I went shopping a lot beforehand because my in-laws were in Thailand and Vietnam, and they had to come home eventually, and I kind of knew something was happening. So I just went shopping a lot. So I just have crap so much.
I was thinking the other day, just all these people that are going to pass away from coronavirus, and then all their stuff, like, where is it going to go? Because like none of the thrift stores are open. You can't do a garage sale. You can't do an estate sale. So if someone's bugging you, just say, I'm keeping stuff out of the landfill right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that stuff should get burnt, if anything, right?
That's like not even a thought that's crossed my head. So when you said it, it's just hilarious to me. Like,
yeah, I know. It's really morbid, but because I was watching a video and it had the Diabetes Canada with their little green box that they have, and there was trash all outside. If you go on YouTube and go on like coronavirus, and they're asking people to stop donating because once it gets wet, if it rains or something, it's garbage. And there was good stuff in there too, like in the pile, but people just aren't smart about it.
I mean, I think I should admit this out loud, but I go to the bins that people donate and I look through the crap because it's only a 10-minute walk and I need something to do. And I was really ashamed of it for a while, but then last night I told the girls here, Thrift Goddess Lauren and Herstory Thrift, Alinka, I told her that, what did I do? I found a purse in a dumpster and I sold it last night for $28 profit. And she called me a thrifty raccoon. So I'm going to be proud to say that comment is just, yeah.
We have a
Arlene
group
just
chat.
made the comment that if it gets wet, it's garbage. So it actually makes me feel not so bad about looking, because one person's trash is another person's profit, really.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm safe about it. There's no one in my town that necessarily is sick, but that doesn't mean that someone didn't pass away and donate their crap. So like, you do got to be careful when you're looking through garbages or looking through dumpsters at the moment, because you're right, the thrift store is closed and there is no safe spot for us to go and source. But I legit want to put a bin on my front porch there and say donate here.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. But there's people who've actually died from dumpster diving too. Like, I've seen a lot of news articles. It's like body found in dumpster, and I'm like, were they dumpster diving or did someone dispose of them?
I know.
No one knows.
Yeah,
This
Alex
got dark quickly.
call herself the raccoons. So
Yeah, it's our group chat, Thrifty Raccoons.
I think
I
that's
didn't get it for a
hilarious.
while.
I call myself that.
Do you?
A thrifty raccoon. I love it.
Yeah.
You guys came up with that the day we went to the Goodwill bins, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't there because I left after 35 minutes because my son was having a mental breakdown.
yeah,
You found
he was
good
like
stuff,
over
though.
it.
And you guys stayed for what? Two
Like
and a
3
half
hours?
hours? So close?
We ended up finding this little figurine of like a raccoon at like Value Village, and that's how it started. I was like, I almost wanted to go back and get the raccoon. It was,
You
like,
should
ridiculous.
have.
But you got the pillowcases.
I do.
Show them!
I want to see them. There they are.
Yeah.
Ah!
Poshmark.
Ooh, that's amazing. So have you guys seen like a change in sales since the whole virus thing came about? Like, have they increased? Have they gone down? For me personally, they like stayed the same, but then in the last week, they just like skyrocketed because everyone's just at home, online shopping.
Yeah, I had a purse sit for 3 or 4 months. I got it from that dumpster. I think somebody was moving or died, and they threw it absolutely everything, like the why is someone buying a conceal and carry purse? I don't know. They're bored.
I found that I've had to take a lot of offers, like accept a lot of offers. Like, it's been up and down, but like I've had to kind of let go of things for less than what I want to let go of them for. And I've had to like sell things pretty low just to kind of get the sales going for the day. Yeah, it's just been inconsistent, but I've had to let a lot of things go just to keep my store alive right now.
Yeah, I agree. I had to. I was telling the girls that I was giving away free shipping for a while just to get crap out of my store. It was stuff that I've held on to since the first time thrifting. They're interested and it's finally leaving, but I had to like give it away just to get it out. And then I'm throwing extra items in with it because I just want it all out of my plate.
I have been accepting a lot of offers. I have been getting reasonable offers. Like, sometimes, you get those lowball offers, but I have gotten a lot of reasonable offers. And I notice, like, as soon as I accept an offer, all of a sudden I'll get like 3 more. And I'm like, okay, well,
Yeah,
don't mind if I do.
I've been getting a lot of offers too, like a lot of them decent that I have accepted or countered. But then there was one yesterday. I have a pair of like rare high top Converse. Like, they go like mid calf and they have like pockets on them. They're really unique. I've never seen them before. I have them at $200 and I sent out $150 with free shipping, and then this girl counters $50. And I'm like, see ya.
I'm gonna get on that great offer.
Yeah. No thanks.
Carlene, I think her name is Carlene. She's muted right now, but she made a really good point earlier about how we associate a lot of value with our items. And something I've heard about online selling is that we also associate a lot of value with our items too. So sometimes we won't take a low bid because even though we only paid $10 for the item and they want $50, it's associating value with something that doesn't hold a lot of value at all. And it's like this facade that this thing holds so much value when really it doesn't. So once I've discovered that, I'm more likely to let things go now than hold on to them, because it doesn't, I can't take it to the grave, right?
Yeah, for people who are selling their stuff and for people who are selling stuff like resellers, retail does not equal resale. And that's the thing, is like, who cares if it sold originally for $1,000? You might get $10, but it's just like, people think that their stuff is worth way more because they paid XYZ, and it's like, it's not true. But yeah, the longer I've had something, the more I'm just like, see ya. Because I get sick of looking at it in my closet, and every time I'm like, oh, that thing still hasn't sold, and then I'm just like sharing it, and I'm like, no, just go.
I find I've been pretty slow.
Frozen again.
Or sharing a ton, or both. Like, what do you think the secret is to getting sales?
I would say I find that I have better sales on days that I'm listing more consistently. So that's a big thing. Yeah, listing, sharing. I find that just some of the big things I like to do, sharing my own closet, obviously, but also sharing other people's closets. And I'm a big believer in the 10 p.m. Like, I guess we're all in Eastern time here, or except for Halifax. But I don't know what time is the Posh party for you?
Then, and that's the tough part for me right now, because my son's been going to sleep. Like, I'm not complaining about this, but he's sleeping from 9 p.m. until 7 a.m. now, which is amazing. But I want to go to sleep at 9 when he goes to sleep. So I'm just not, like, the overnight when I was breastfeeding, when I was sharing, I was like, oh, there's a lot more people, a lot more interest and stuff, because I was awake all night. But now I'm like, I need to sleep.
Why? No. What happened? Oh, they kicked us off.
Between sharing and sales rather than posting and sales.
I thought we got kicked off.
Is that what you?
I mean, I think, yeah, like, I think it makes a difference on the days that I'm making new listings. Like, when I'm listing new things, I notice that, like, I get more likes and I'm getting more. So I think why that happens is because a lot of people, or what I've heard from other YouTubers, is that, a lot of people share by now listed, or search by now listed. So if they're looking at those items that...
Jesse, can you get off the internet for a little bit? It keeps freezing. Why?
A couple days, like, just all the new people, I go follow. I'd list, and then I'd share, and I kind of did it all separately, and I didn't notice a benefit to sharing more than once a day. And listing is definitely, for me, what makes the sales, because it's just math. The more stuff you have, the more stuff that's going to sell. So it's not that complicated. I think people want to, like, make it super complicated and be like, the algorithm, and it's like... You have to factor that in, just how desirable is the item. Is it a brand someone's searching for, etc.? Yeah.
Right. So that brings up a good point. If you guys get a chance, look up other Poshmark resellers on YouTube, and you'll get a lot of information on what they do. They're making $1,000 a day, or even a week. Like, that seems like a lot in sales. And what they're doing is they're getting, like, items that bring a lot of traffic. So even if you're not big into selling Coach, if you do find a Coach bag and it's reasonable price, maybe new with tags, put it in your store and you'll get traffic for everything else, I find, because people are using the search bars to find Sam Edelman shoes, and once they're looking at those, they're like,
I can put up, I feel like Forever 21's okay, but it's like one of those kind of like oversaturated, like there's a ton of it out there. So I can like put it up all day, but it's like
I don't know, like I learn from those videos like what is selling consistently for them, and those are the brands that I kind of try to look over. I know it's not the reseller girl. Oh, really well for me, and so do page jeans. Like try and get your hands on that. Then I actually saw that those did sell for, like, boosted my sales for the day.
I should mute one of my things. Yeah, I just went in because I wanted to send my YouTube link thing, but it didn't actually work as a link. But yeah, I have a YouTube for reselling, and if you guys want to check out this video after, it'll be on there. You can copy and paste that link, or it's just Thrift Goddess spelled with a GAW instead of OD. So yeah, and I was in I had 2 videos going there, and that was weird. Are there any changes that you guys wish that Poshmark would make? Like ever since they started, the one thing that I've wanted is an activewear category for like, because Lululemon and everything, I have to put under like tops and whatnot. And yeah, so they've had surveys, and I was like, please do an activewear category. So I'm hoping they do that eventually. Didn't this end at 10:45? I don't know.
I'm just glad they haven't kicked us off. That's
Lauren,
cool.
You're killing Zoom. Sorry, guys. Oh, new subscriber, Megan Crowley.
Don't you have a phone call on Monday, Lauren?
Pardon?
Lauren, don't you have a phone? You have a phone call with Poshmark on Monday,
Yes,
don't you? So maybe
I do. Yeah. So Poshmark emailed me, and they're like, "Hey, are you able to take part in a phone call on Monday? Like, we just want to talk to you and like figure out how your Posh experience is going." And so I guess they try to contact every Posh ambassador, like in their first year on the app, and just like do a phone call survey. So yeah, I have that on Monday.
that's exciting.
I asked them if I could record it for YouTube, but they said they're not allowed. It's gonna be with Lissy. She was in the chat.
I think you're saying what changes could be done to Poshmark, right? Like, I think right now would be a good time to see the general consensus is. So maybe you can bring that up to them. One of my issues is there's not consistency in tax on shipping discounts. Sometimes I see 45 cents, sometimes I see 39. And also the taxes on the Poshmark cut. At first it was like, I don't know. I don't think it's consistent. I have written down here in front of me, and I'm just trying to figure out why one day it's $1.52 and the next it's 42 cents when the item's not that different in price. So
I think it has to do with the province that you're in, that your buyer's in. Carlin's saying it's that would affect it because each province has different like tax
sales tax. Okay, well they can't do anything about that, so thank you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was arguing with somebody on Facebook because they were saying how it's like shipping's only $13. I'm like, for us it's $14.69 because we have more taxes or whatever. So yeah, it can vary like by $1 or $2 depending on the province.
I was wondering about that because everyone here have they created themselves a spreadsheet? How do you keep track of your inventory and your inventory prices?
I just use Google Sheets and I just make a spreadsheet and I just write when I say I go to the thrift store, I'll just write what the item is, I'll write where I got it and the date, and then I usually just average out my items like throughout the year. Like, I don't really I do pay attention to my cost of goods, but I don't write it in, like, every single time, like, $1.05 or whatever I paid. I just average it all out at the end of the year with how many items I bought.
Okay.
I need to get better about that. I don't have any, like, proper spreadsheet yet, and that's really bad because, like, I have over, like, 600 like listings. There's 650 listings. Poshmark is so easy to use for people who, like me, have absolutely, like, I'm completely new to reselling and this whole world, and just Poshmark made it really easy when I started to just like catch on. Like, it was a little harder, like, using the app and learning how to use the app and stuff, but once you get a hang of it with the sharing and the bundles and everything, it's a very easy to use app, I think.
I don't know if that was just something you say. Well, I'm new and I can't figure it out, but I went on to her bio and I checked out her bio, and it actually also said, "Hey, I'm new and I don't know what I'm doing." So I just sent her an offer.
Yeah, a lot of people. I've had even like new sellers that don't really understand how bundling works. They're like, "I'm sorry, I sent you 3 offers for this. I don't know how it works." I'm like, "Let me just make a bundle, girl. I got you." So that's okay. Everyone has to learn.
Has anyone made any sales since 10?
Since what?
Sales since we started.
Has anyone made any sales since 10? Yeah.
Since we started, I've had my Wi-Fi off because my internet keeps cutting out and I keep like missing chunks of the conversation. I'm like, oh, I don't know what everyone's talking about, but okay.
I've had someone add some stuff to a bundle, but I don't know if it's going anywhere.
No.
I made an offer, but
Nada.
You guys share your closet. I know somebody said that they don't benefit from sharing it more than once, but is there anybody else who shares it multiple times a day? Yeah, you do?
Yeah.
Does it really benefit you, or is it like gaining more traction or more viewers to your closet, or how does it help you when you share multiple times?
Well, I definitely see an increase in activity and like likes and bundling and whatnot. So obviously I do share my whole closet to the 10 o'clock party. And then during the day, whenever they have like best in shoes, best in bags, like I shared all that. And then I do some other items as well, like aside from what's in the party. But then I also go in and do my community shares from the parties. So yeah, it's just like whenever I have time during the day, because sharing can be time consuming, especially like I don't even know how many listings, like probably 700-800 right now. And I have like a whole bunch in my death pile to go through. Like, as I mentioned, all the clothing donations I got. Speaking of death piles, like we should have a different name for that. Like, why not call them opportunity piles?
There are lots of other names like money piles, but I think the term death pile is really bad. But I think it's just meant to symbolize the stuff that you bought that there's a reason it's there. Like it has a hole they're like waiting to fix, or it has a stain, or so that's just But it is really bad.
Yeah, my death pile is not a real death pile. It's just stuff I literally never get around to listing. Mm-hmm. So I'm grateful that this opportunity pile is quite large right now, because I'm hoping to wait until I go through all the stuff that I still have to list, and then maybe sourcing from like family and friends, and then like going that extra step and like sourcing from the community if I need to. But I'd like not to if I don't have to right now. Just I'm really bad at confrontation, so I don't like it when people are mean.
Yeah, I'm actually happy with all the time that I get to be at home right now. Like, honestly, most of my day is spent at home, like, even before this whole quarantine thing. Like, I would go out for walks and whatnot. Like, I still do, but not as much, because I'm trying not to leave the house as much. But I feel like there's just a lot more motivation now that I'm, like, stuck inside, and I can see what I need to do. So I have, like, this big to-do list, and I just go through and check off what I need to do during the day, including listing and organizing inventory, because right now it's very unorganized.
I would say that I got this metal shelf for my kitchen to organize my inventory pile, a death pile. Like, it's not going to move. You know that you were just out to spend money. But if you, when you're in a good spot in your life and you're shopping at Value Village and you're picking up what goes fast in your closet, what does well for you, then absolutely it's money pile, because you know what you sell. I had a lot of items I found that wouldn't have done better in my closet because I wouldn't have gotten around to them, and I brought them to Alinka, and I feel they're better off in her closet. They're more professional. They look better on people shopping for her. I think it depends. You got to really like look at what it is that you're selling. Like, for example, these Converse shoes that I had. They're like dusty pink leather Converse shoes, and they sat for a month. And I thought they were going to be $100 purchase from somebody, but they sat until they were $50. So you got to be careful about what you're buying, or just going to sit around.
I was eyeing those shoes. I was like, oh, those are cute. Would those fit me? But I don't know.
Super cute.
So I have a 3-year-old and pregnant with my next one.
Oh, congrats.
And
Yay.
thank you. I feel like I don't have time in this season of my life to like go to
I haven't looked for the reseller boxes, but I was just trying to put things in my cart. I haven't actually tried to purchase anything. But right now, I don't know, because I've never bought anything from them. You can use like, they have some VIP like code for your first ever time purchase, and they give you 50% off. So if you're looking for a way to source that's like, oh, I can do it from home, I can kind of take my time looking through, because you do have to take your time kind of just like at a thrift store, but you can kind of do it from the comfort of your own home.
That's a good idea.
So if you're looking to maybe spend like a little bit more, and then everything's going to be discounted and you can get like a nice little haul that way. I've been thinking about doing that and seeing how it goes, but we'll see.
Are you
that's a
talking
good idea.
about ThreadUp? My camera cut out for like
Yeah.
everything that Rachel said, so I didn't hear anything.
Sorry.
No,
yeah,
this is my fault.
we're talking about ThreadUp. She was asking like how else could we source that isn't, you know, having to go to a thrift store for 2 hours, because she's not able to do that having 2 kids.
Yeah, exactly. You could hire someone to do shopping for you. Like, we were at the bins, and like this guy was there, and he was searching beside us, and I asked him, I was like, oh, are you a seller on Poshmark? And he was like, I work for someone. And I'm like, ooh, people actually like hire people to do their shopping for them. That's kind of cool, like a personal shopper.
Well, I mean, people hire virtual assistants, so I guess it makes sense.
But I've seen ads for the companies on Instagram, and they're out there. So, but you also have to think about too, if you're getting like a huge lot of something, like how long that's going to take you to get through. So that might be really overwhelming too.
I have mystery boxes up on my Poshmark, and it's because I got too much stuff. They don't move. I don't know what to change about them, but lots of people are just going on to Poshmark and supporting their community by buying mystery reseller boxes. I recently purchased one because my son lives in shorts every summer. Lives in them. They're so versatile. So I bought a box of 7 pairs of shorts, and she threw in a lot of extra stuff for me. So really just make friends with the people who are selling mystery boxes, and they likely give you a really good deal, plus maybe some extra goodies.
True too.
I have personally sourced on Poshmark a few times. Like, I found people who are either running like really good like 5 for 30 sales, or like something crazy, or just had like really crazy low prices. Sometimes there's people on there that aren't actual resellers. They're just regular people trying to get rid of their stuff, and they would probably be donating them anyways. So whether they're making like $4 on them, they don't really care. So I have sourced actually that way as well. But I always feel really bad relisting it right away. So I kind of wait on that. I don't know. I feel guilty. I don't know. I know I shouldn't, but just be like, oh, sorry, it didn't fit. But when the entire bundle doesn't fit, it's kind of like, so yeah.
I have a friend that lives in Toronto. Her handle is Dana Scalen, and I met her from her shopping my closet. She bundled a bunch of items and then said, oh, sorry, I noticed this one has damage. And I asked her, how could I still get your business? And she said, I'm just looking to resell this item, and I would have bought everything, but there's that one damage that you pointed out. And I asked her to add me on Instagram, and I sold her a box for I think she paid like $50 plus shipping, and it was just all the Torrid stuff I could find in my area. So really, just make friends with the people out there. And we thought we'd save money from going off Poshmark, but it's not any cheaper to ship things privately. However, that's all she sells is just Torrid stuff. And then she was experiencing difficulties with her gallbladder and wasn't able to sell. So she bundled everything up and sold them within 2 days. So find what it is that you want to sell in your closet. Really hunker down on what does well for you. And the best thing to do is just put that in the search bar and see if there's mystery boxes out there. Make friends with those people because they're probably trying to get rid of their stuff because maybe their in-laws are sick or maybe they can't take care of their 6 kids and do Poshmark.
Mm-hmm. And with that and like making friends and being friendly with people and just like having good customer service is really important because you will have repeat buyers. I have so many repeat buyers, and when I print the label, I'm like, oh, it's this girl again, and I'm really, oh, thank you for shopping, and like that person will remember when they get their card for the second time that I'm remembering that they're buying from me again. Like it's just little things like that really make a difference and just caring about what you do.
Fast shipping and the incredible inventory and the friendly personality and the handwritten notes. A lot of people are going to notice your handwritten notes. Unwrapping something just in general feels like Christmas or it feels like your birthday. So repeat customers, yeah, no doubt you get them. Your closet's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and it's okay to just take a little break too. I mean, having a baby plus a toddler, I mean, that's really tough. I mean, I don't know. I don't have kids, but I can imagine it's really tough.
You're going to do great, though. Like I said, 6 kids. My friend is homeschooling 6 kids right now. So you carrying a child right now, that greatest time in a woman's life. Most exciting time in a woman's life. I miss it. Last night I was telling my partner, let's have a baby, and then The Office, how the babies cry and like whatever episodes, and it's like, never mind. I don't miss that. I do miss carrying though. What a great time to have those cravings and to have like your fingernails never be so healthy. Oh my God. And that glow. And the year I was pregnant, it wasn't as hot in the summer. So it was like perfect.
She does have the pregnant lady glow, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. I like the color of your wall too. It's really pretty. Rochelle, that color you have?
Thank you.
Did you do that yourself? You must have.
Yes.
You were nesting? Is this the baby's room?
No, this is just like my Posh stuff.
Oh. My sewing room turned into the baby's room.
All right, Megan. Oh, did she leave already? Oh, I was going to say bye, Megan, but she said, thanks so much for the time and the conversation. Oh, so nice. And now we're down to 6.
When someone buys a big bundle, I'll do a thank you note, but it's just not my thing. I have my PFF. She like will wrap every item. She'll like leave a note with every item. She'll like put a thank you card. She does it up like like you said, Christmas Day. But my thing is I shove it in the poly mailer. I make sure it's safe and I send it on its way. So maybe that's somewhere I could improve though.
Yeah, what I do for mine, like I don't like having like all this extra stuff. Like just to me, it's just waste because like people get the card, they're gonna throw it out, they're gonna throw out the wrapping stuff. So what I do is I actually ordered myself a custom stamp. It's backwards on the camera, and I cut out cardboard and I make my own cards. Then it just says thank you for your purchase and then my stamp, and then it's recyclable, and it's not like I'm not going out and buying more cards to be thrown out. And
that's so cute, by the way.
Oh, thanks. And then whenever I buy like if you guys shop at some thrift stores where they do like bulk bags, they come in like plastic. I always keep those, and then if I ever ship something in a box, I put my stuff in there. Also, what I do is when it's recycling night, I go out like the thrifty raccoon that I am, and I go out and look through people's recycling, and I grab boxes that I can use to ship.
So I was gonna say, since I'm sitting at my desk, so what I do, I've made these little cards. They just say thank you for shopping in my closet, and then they say the thrifty historian. So I just like write the person's name on top, and then I'll say like I hope you love whatever. I just like personalizing it, and then if they end up getting like a larger bundle, I have these Hallmark cards. Actually, I try not to ever buy cards and then recently I thought about, just because I really like the whole, I'm trying to build a brand, if you will, around the thrifty historian. So I actually just recently signed a lease to open up like a retail type store as well here in London. So look out for that once life returns to normal. So I kind of wanted it to be more of a brand when people kind of get an order from me. So I will be ordering some postcards as well from Vistaprint that have like thank you for shopping in my closet, and then on the back I can write my messages. But for if someone's just buying like a one item thing, I'll just throw in like one of these little cards and say like I hope you love the dress, like hope you love the top. But if it's something like a bigger bundle, I'll take the time and write like a full card. It just depends.
Yeah, I try to use recycled material as well. I keep a lot of like Amazon poly mailers from myself and my husband, and I go to a lot of stores will give away boxes. I find if I follow them on Instagram, like a lot of our package free stores here in Halifax will put on their Instagram, come get boxes. We have them all out back today, and you can just take a whole bunch. And I'll take them and I just have them in the basement. And then I always save tissue paper. Like I tried to have a wrapping free baby shower, but a lot of people still wrapped all their shit in tissue paper and stuff. So I have a ton of blue tissue paper that I've been using. And I always try to include, I love painting with watercolors. So I make little watercolor, just a simple little, I'll paint a heart or something. It takes like 2 seconds, but I have a bunch of them all done. So I just have to write it all out, and send them with my packages. And it's just something that I like to do. I find it keeps me a little creative when I'm packaging them.
Yeah, what I do is when I
had any artistic go in my body, I would love to make my own cards.
Yeah, what I do is when I have downtime, I literally like rewrite all my cards. So I have like hundreds of them, so they're all ready to go. I just pull them out, tie a piece of twine around them, and boom, good to go.
Yeah, that's what I do.
So
I
efficient.
feel like whatever you do, it should be something that like maybe not branded is the right word, but just like whatever feels right for you, and yeah, just not trying to copy what someone else is doing just because. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Well,
I also add like a. Right. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I've heard of people like putting on their business card like 10% off your next order or whatever too. Just so it incentivizes the person to keep the card, and then and shop from you again.
Yeah, what I've seen a lot of people doing is like, I'm sure if you guys are on Instagram, oh, a piece of my phone case just fell off. No. But people are doing like doodles like this, and I figured out how to do them myself, and they're a lot of fun. They take a lot of time, but like people print them and they put them on the cards. But I'm thinking like, how many people are like really gonna keep those? You know, like they might be like, oh, it's cute, and then just like throw it out.
Yeah, I'm weird about. I get sentimental about my Poshmark purchases, and like. Because I'm a reseller, like I keep all my cards. So like sometimes I'll go through and I'll be like, oh wow, look at all these cute thank you cards I have. Like, thank you.
Cute. I got thank you cards from my baby shower that I was supposed to mail out, and I never did. And it says, thank you. I hope you love your new item as much as I enjoyed getting it to you. I just copied that from somebody else's business card. I added my Instagram handle and asked them to find us on Instagram. I find saying us instead of me or I find saying us makes it sound like it's more of a company, and then it's more of a collaborative. And I was going to show you something, but I'll come back to it. Lenny just threw it all over the floor. Hello, welcome back.
Sorry, puppies.
Oh, Theo.
Theo. Okay,
Always mischief.
okay, so I sat down and if anyone's looking at my video, I sat down and I did drawing on my poly mailers because I when I was looking online, I really got into like this
Oh,
theme
the giraffe.
of
The giraffe's gonna fall.
Back there.
I got into this theme of banana leaves. So I would sit up at night when my son was sleeping, and I would color on all of them. Oh, and then eventually, when he's sitting in his high chair, I give him paint, and he just goes to town.
It's fun. What I've been doing is on my boxes I've been writing "Thank you, postal workers" with like hearts, because they're doing a great job right now.
Oh, I like that.
They're so nice. I love my postal workers.
Wow, Alex, this looks great. So beautiful. Thank you. Wow.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of effort goes such a long way. It really does, because people are getting these packages at such uncertain times, and all we're looking for is a sense of control. That's why our toilet paper and our food is all getting rationed off to people that feel like they need 4 rolls, 4 packages, because they need control in their life. And to push a button and order something and have it brought to your house is a form of control for these people.
I've seen people giving out like rolls of toilet paper as a free gift in packages. It's hilarious.
My in-laws got a bidet.
Very smart. I wish I could afford one.
For
Well,
what?
You just gotta. It's just an attachment.
Oh, I think I've seen those online. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
What is it?
It was like $100, but it's called the Tushy. I really like it.
The tushy.
It's like
Oh, are you
spa.
talking
It's
about a
like going to the
bidet?
spa.
Bidets?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I keep glitching out. I don't know what's wrong. I told my boyfriend to get off the internet, but who knows? Yeah, I'm probably gonna. My boyfriend's friend has an extra bidet. He's like, yeah, you guys can have it. So next time we see him.
Well, my mother-in-law, she had bidets in Vietnam and Thailand when they were there. And so when they got back, they installed them, and they said, we've been wiping our ass with Kleenex. And so I went into my car and was like, here's a 12-pack of toilet paper we're not using right now. Who's your favorite daughter-in-law? I am.
I just wanted to say something positive about this whole situation is that it's definitely going to be difficult not having the thrift stores open, but I also think it's a good practice to just learn to shift, just learn to adapt. That's the word I was looking for. That, if you can get over this, you can get over pretty much anything. And I think people get doing the same thing over and over again. And I mean, I think it's great to rely on the thrift stores to some degree, but I also think, this is showing all of us that we need other options as well, and to maybe go outside.
Sorry.
I just think we're all going to get through this. We're all going to be fine. The thrift stores will open up back eventually.
I think that it only lives on surfaces for so much. If I have it in my house, and I'm sending in a bubble mailer, it's only going to live on the surface for so long. But that person, what I like to do when someone's purchased from my closet, I like to say, oh, those leather Converse that you bought for me, please take a warm soapy cloth and even though they've been packaged before the outbreak in general, please take a cloth and just wipe the outside of them. I've sold also a mug recently, and I asked the person, please wash the straw and put it in soapy water and use the container's dishwasher friendly. So please wash it, because I think Lauren had a similar case. Why wouldn't you wash a cup that you're getting in your house? Why wouldn't you wash a shirt that you're getting in your house from somewhere else? A package, yes, it can carry, but it's going to sit in the post office. It's going to be touched by lots of people. Just wash your hands afterwards and don't stick the package in your mouth. Anyway.
Yeah, I had a case. This girl bought a bundle of 2 mugs, and then there was just some dust or something that I missed on the lid, and she opened a case and she was like, these are dirty. And I'm like, are you not gonna wash them before you use them? Like plastic travel mugs. And then later she comes back, she's like, oh, there's actually a crack on the bottom. And I'm like, no, there's not. And so she literally damaged the item, so it was returned to me. And then I showed Poshmark that it wasn't damaged before I shipped it. And so they gave me $5 credit. Still, I was like, what the heck?
Did Poshmark side with the buyer?
Yeah, they did. Because it was a little crack on the bottom. But then what I do is I take pictures of everything before I ship it. But when this case was going on, I was in the process of switching over to my new phone. So all the data was being transferred, and I wasn't able to access my old phone to find the photo of the mug not being cracked. And by the time I did, they had already approved the case, and I was like, ugh. So I just showed them when I got it back. Yeah, it sucks. I've had so many cases open in the last couple of weeks. I think everyone's just bored, and they're like, oh, I spent too much money on this item, and I need to get my refund back. Something.
I've had in the last last week, it was really rough. I had 2 days in a row of cases open against me because I like to ship home stuff. I love selling home stuff, and I had 2 bundles, really nice bundles, and both of the times it was because the thing in the bundle that the buyer was most looking forward to getting arrived damaged. Thanks, Canada Post. So, and then the buyer was like, no, you evidently put a lot of effort into making sure this didn't break. Because Canada Post keeps damaging all my packages, I even went and got fragile handle with care stickers, and I they're all over my boxes, and still arrives damaged. So at least the buyer knows I did everything in my power. So both of those cases didn't get approved by Posh. It's not really my fault that happened. It just sucks because that hurts my heart knowing that the thing that my buyer was most looking forward to getting is the item that they're getting damaged, and it just sucks. It ruins my day.
Look, your sticker is...
Oh, yeah. The laptop. Oh, tell them about what happened with the whole laptop thing.
Anybody who's on Poshmark, get on Instagram as well, and that's how us girls, we all talk to each other. So when Ilinka was at the post office, she has a stack of 7 or 8 packages, and I'm like, ooh, my laptop was in here because I left it in London because I'm that person. And in order to get it for $12.99, I ordered a cup. The truth.
I shipped her mug and then with her laptops.
And for it to be perfectly square, the girls, they were having a sleepover that night. They took out my memory stick and my mouse controller from the side, and that's what the special gift was, I think. Because I asked Lauren a couple days later, I couldn't wait to get the package. I asked Lauren, I'm like, what's the extra gift that I'm getting? And so I opened it in the car. I didn't even drive.
It must be forgot to add it into the package, and
yeah, that's it's on the outside. Lauren's like, oh, it's because of all your power cords. It couldn't fit on the outside, but when I got it, girl, I'm like, oh, it's a bracelet. She must have given me it's my effing power cord.
Yeah, sorry, didn't know it was yours, and then at the last minute, I was like, oh, maybe I should send that home.
That's what Lauren said, is that everything was on the outside of the package.
But as you can see, I go through a lot of effort to make sure, like, she'll attest to how much, like, bubble wrap I had in there, and it's like, what the heck? And these packages, we're not traveling far, so I'm just like, what the heck does Canada Post do? You just, like, throw them? Like, what are you doing with my packages?
Yeah, what are you doing? Because my cup was fine. My cup was only in this bubble mailer, and my laptop was folded in cardboard and then had these deflated, but they were deflated. I don't know if you sent them like that or if they just get knocked. Yeah, they get knocked around so much that there's one here.
I'm never using those again.
Deflated. There.
Sometimes they only have a little bit of air, though.
Come over here, love.
Weird.
Wow. Anyways, so I didn't realize it was 11:30.
Cool. Yeah.
We've been chatting a while.
Yeah.
I need to probably get going on my day. But does anyone else have any like last questions?
No, it's frozen. Yeah, so I should probably get started on my stuff too. Yeah, so everyone, thanks so much for joining. This video will be up on my YouTube probably in like a week or so if I get editing it. Yeah, sometimes it takes me a while to edit videos, but anyways, yeah, thanks for joining. I think I linked my channel in the chat, and it's just same as my username, but no underscore. So yeah, I put my Instagram in there too. I think I'm following most of you. Alright, Ordinary Littles.
I really like name. Sometimes, like when somebody's making a Poshmark, it's so important. Mainly is my friend was making hers so that she could give the whole $15 to my account thing, and she chose her first name and middle name, and we were trying to come up with such a great name for her. I think that's so great what you've chosen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not very good on Instagram.
Oh, your code. No, it's great. You like have little people around you.
Yeah, it's cute. Ordinary Littles.
Although coat came from, I've just had it since 2012, but I've just like used it as my business name. If I was ever going anywhere, that's what the business name I would use.
I wanted to make my handle the Thrifty Historian, but it was too long. So.
Was it? Is there a limit on how long you can make it?
Yep. So I had to come up with something that matched, history and being a historian and thrifting. So I came up with Her Story _thrift.
I love that.
I like it. Really liking it because it was like off the top of my head. So I'm glad I came up with it.
Is this what's going to free your brick and mortar as well, Linka?
Yeah, well, I'm calling it the Thrifty Historian. It's Consignment Boutique is what it's going to be called. At first, I'm like, thrift and consignment boutique, but I think you can understand that it's a thrift store based on the name, the Thrifty Historian. So I just, Thrifty Historian.
That's so great. I can't wait to see, like, oh, my partner says I can take day trips up in the future. Like, so I want to move to London now because you have this brick and mortar store. And, like, I'm going to go have her life. And
well, one of the great things is I'm actually in like a business incubator. So what they like to do with other sellers, and because like next door to me is a tattoo shop. There's like another lady across the strip who has like a mystic boutique with like mosaic artwork. So every now and then, different people will have like little markets. So what I can do is I can on a weekend have a bunch of Poshmark girls, for example, come out to my store and like I charge everyone like let's say like $5 for a table, and they can come and sell like their stuff out of my consignment. And that way it's kind of like a nice way for everybody to make some extra money. So yeah, hopefully it goes well.
Where is it going to be?
So it's at B13. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's the baker's dozen.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt. I have to go. Thanks so much, girls.
All right,
No worries.
Bye.
It's located at Dundas in Adelaide, which sounds rough, but it's not. It's just
Okay.
right past, like across the street from like there's a bookstore across the street from there. But anyways, yeah, it's on when you just keep going a little bit east on
Adelaide.
I'm struggling, on Adelaide. But right now I'm just still moving into the place, and they were hoping to have a big grand opening for May 2-4 weekend. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's my
So,
birthday weekend.
pardon?
That's my birthday weekend.
Oh my god, I really want life to go back to normal by May 2-4, but I don't even know anymore what to believe.
Yeah, it's a struggle.
Well, me too. I want to turn older with people around, but I don't really care anyway because it's just Steve, Lennox, and I here in Windsor. So my family's back in Ottawa. So
I feel
birthdays.
terrible for people whose birthdays are right now. It's my best friend's birthday today. I'm like,
No.
Mine's on Thursday.
oh no.
Yay! Yeah, but you're pregnant.
I know, I can't
Happy
do anything
birthday.
anyways.
Hopefully you can still have an awesome quarantine birthday.
Yeah, virtual
Eat some
parties.
cake.
I'm having a virtual Easter dinner tomorrow with my family.
Yeah.
Fun.
My parents, okay, they're getting more tech savvy than me these days. They added me to this app called House Party.
Oh yeah.
And my dad sends me this text hey, you wanna come house party? I'm like download the app, and it's video calling, just like Zoom, but you can play games, and
What?
it's
So fun.
That's
I'm
awesome.
okay, Dad. So anyway.
Your dad's cool again with you, Alinka?
Oh yeah. Last time I saw.
Oh my god! When I was there, they were yelling
Yeah,
at each other.
mine slept over and heard a really nice Romanian style scream over the phone. Yeah, my parents were not very supportive of my decision of opening
I
up.
was literally on the couch and I was like,
Oh god, I know.
Gonna
I was
drink my
so
tea.
had swallowed my apartment, and I kept saying to my boyfriend, I'm like, we need a 2-bedroom. I can't live like this anymore. And then after, I'm like, wait, why don't I just get an office? Because the only reason I wanted a 2-bedroom was to have an office. So then I looked for office spaces, and I found this place, and it's $400 a month.
And they give you 2 months free too, right?
And yeah, my first 2 months of rent are free because of this whole situation, and they're trying to get new tenants in. So it's really cool. And I mean, I've already made my rent already for June. Okay.
That's amazing. I am absolutely living vicariously through you.
Well, thank you. Hopefully you can come set up shop every now and then. And yeah,
Did you
I'm glad
get to pay?
Rachel now knows about this too because she's local. So
Yeah, local
I'm
friends.
excited.
hopefully it'll be good. I'm excited too. I just wanted life to return back to normal so I can
Yeah.
think about it. But